Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh, we're late. Oh, we're late. We're 6 minutes late. Ah! Not that you, dear VOD watcher, care, because for watching a VOD, it doesn't matter when I've started. It only matters that I have streamed at all. Hello, good to see you. Welcome, thank you for joining me today. My name is Vorlex, yada yada yada. Today I'm streaming Warframe. Warframe? Oh, goodness. I could. I would be glad to, but that is not the game that I have open right now. I have Soulframe open. Maybe that is me subconsciously wanting to stream Soulframe. Soulframe? Maybe that's just me misspeaking. Goodness gracious, Vorlex. What a start. Take a breath. We're alright. We're okay. As usual, my typical teacher slash educator... what is happening with my brain today? It wasn't a particularly hard day of work. Oh my word, my disclaimers are on screen. As usual, beep boop bop, let's close those. And get on over to Soulframe. We are doing the same thing today as we were doing yesterday. That is to say, roaming around the world, looking for random encounters, hoping to find some omen beasts out there in the world, yapping about the game, and leveling up a weapon. You can see my little dude here on screen is currently equipping different armor from yesterday and a bow this time. That is because after yesterday's stream, I continued playing Soulframe and finished ranking up the weapon that I was using. I think, oh gosh, what was it? What was I using yesterday? I don't even remember. Yes, the Espadarte. I finished ranking up the Espadarte. This is now 30 out of 30, very exciting, good stuff. So I picked a new weapon to use, the Blitzel. I have not used this bow before. And because yesterday I said Blitzels are my least used and least favorite weapon type, I figured I would use one on stream today. Why not? For this, I goodness, I have not changed my virtue allocation from yesterday. I am still all in on courage, but I have had to change around my gear a little bit to get enough grace in order to wield the Grin, sidearm, and the Blitzel itself. Now, to be super clear, because I'm certain that some proportion of people who see me doing this, some proportion of people who see this build are going to go, Vorlex, that is just about the opposite of optimal. And yes, yes it is. That is absolutely true. Grace is king. I am fully aware of this. I am well aware that Blitzel, and Grin for that matter, are not... They don't have joinery on them. These are the base weapons. They are not blessed with anything. This armor is probably suboptimal. My Oringal build, another pact that I've not used on stream yet. Oringal is one of my favorites. My Oringal build is also probably not optimal, certainly not for the build that I'm using right now. But I have not changed this build from yesterday's because I didn't want to use a virtue lith. Yes, I have plenty. No, I have not maxed these out, but I don't want to use them because, well, I think the most accurate descriptor of how I feel about this is the health potion effect. What if I need them later? What if these become more important to me later, when I actually do have to change this around and test this a lot, test this virtue allocation? Yes, I have other builds that have different virtue allocations, but between a combination of laziness and hesitation to use my virtue liths, this is where I am. I am on full courage with an unblessed Blitzel and Grin, with just enough grace to wield both of them. And yes, I also understand that both of these weapons would be much stronger on full grace. But I've already described how I'm not interested in doing that right now. With that said, let's get going. As usual, folks, I am on... Oh, I should not be at this region on the map. Let's see how this goes. I am on medium graphics right now to preserve frame rate on stream. You will also probably see this more pronounced than yesterday, the jerkiness of my hand movements is going to interfere with my bow gameplay. I'm going to try to look proficient at this game as best I can, but you see me right there not even shoot the bow.
Stand aside.
Oh, hey Orengal, what's up? Ah! That was, by the way, not... That appearance of Orengal is not what I mean when I say the omen beasts are out and about in the world. That was a feature of the Orengal Pact that you can put points into to make that more or less likely. I should use my abilities, shouldn't I? Something that you can also see, that I am excited to say, in the bottom left, you see that little symbol above my health bar. That symbol means that I am currently enjoying an experience buff. I am getting more XP for the kills that I'm getting with Blitzel. You see me ranking up very quickly. That is because off-stream, tragically, I met not necessarily an omen beast, but I met the capitalism camel. I met Zenith, the camel that sells you things in your Nightfold. This guy, this lovely fellow, appeared in the world and gave me a choice of 3 buffs, and I picked the experience rate one. It is still active because that buff is active for 23 hours. Oh yes. I cannot see... I do not see myself ever not picking the experience rate buff unless I already have the experience rate buff. It's just so good. And leveling, at least in my experience and by my perception, in this game is so slow that, oh my gosh, the experience rate buff is beautifully noticeable, and it feels so good. I am overjoyed that they added that to the game. It is incredible, it feels so good. I do not yet know how impactful the other two buffs are. I think one of them is increasing all of your stats, and I don't remember the other one. Oh gosh, come on. Oh, where are my dogs? Even though Orengal is one of my favorite pacts, I must admit I do sometimes forget to summon my little doggies. Hi Coco, welcome back. How have you been? It is good to see you again. Hey, let's get a stat buff from playing this song. Oh, I tried to predict what notes those are. I've never been able to do those songs first try. I've always had to let it play first. I wonder if that's possible. I should have zoomed in for that shot. Ah, see? My hand twitched there. Let's get another dog out there. I think my maximum dogs is 3. I think. Well, there's 3 here. Pardon me, little beavers. Something seems wrong with your cage. I'm not sure what. Maybe... Oh dear. Oh. A hotfix. What a What a funny notification. Is this going to be the first time I have to deal with a hotfix on stream? Yes, my maximum doggies are 3. Okay. If I summon another, my oldest one disappears. Anyway, Orengal is one of my favorite pacts, and I particularly like it with a bow, because my doggies, I get to draw some aggro for me. Oh! Oh! Randomly came across the Vadagar Stag. Very cool. Ah! Sir, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, we seem to have a problem with armor here. This weapon is not leveled up or strong enough to bypass the stag's armor with normal shots. I'm doing a pittance of damage even with fully charged shots. Oh, I think I just have to calm down. Yes, I know there's a hotfix incoming, but I would love to know how much time is actually left on it. I wonder what the hotfix is. You can see here exactly what I mean by the doggies will take some aggro. Although it looks right now like the Vadagar Stag is fighting those other Ode in the distance. Oh. Wow. Random Vadagar Stag fight. Very cool. Okay, let's get out of Soulframe briefly and turn this on. I've never turned this on. As we wait for the Soulframe hotfix to happen. It should only take a couple of minutes here. Coco, yes. I recall you telling me about your Mono Unova team. Planning on using Sock, changed it to Behem. Okay, so the next, after getting your next badge, Sock will be able to level up high enough to get no retreat. What made you want to use Behem specifically? I remember Behem having Twisted Dimension? Question mark? One of its choice abilities is automatically setting up Trick Room. I think. Yes, indeed. Let me do this right quick. Twisted Dimension for Behem. I didn't realize its special attack was that high. Wow. Are you using it with Twisted Dimension? Also put on 2. Oh, that's right. I'm still on 2.5. You're so right. Because that's what it was when I was running it myself. It looks like its stats have changed. Yeah, its special defense got a little higher. And it came out of its attack. Okay. Got a new signature ability. Is that calculative? Analytic and Neuroforce. %30 more power if moving last, which is curious because that seems to discourage Trick Room. But maybe that... This is obviously more valuable without Trick Room, but it still has some value with Trick Room. Because this Trick Room only lasts 3 turns. So if you survive for longer than 3 turns, then Analytic comes in. The Neuroforce, 35% more power to super effective moves. Wow. Oh, if the foe switches, I didn't know that. Even if you would go first, due to Trick Room, if the foe switches. I didn't know that Analytic took that into account. That's very cool. What is telekinesis? Makes the foe easier to hit. Okay. How much easier to hit? Oh, it guarantees hits. Interesting. So I wonder what low accuracy moves you could use to make use of that. Zap cannon? Oh. Holy cow. Guaranteed hit zap cannons. Eerie spells. Absolutely. There's more to Eerie spell, isn't it? Cut 6 uses from the foe's last move. Very, very useful. This is a little bit of a monster. I didn't realize that. What else has low accuracy? Or are those the two main use cases? Zap cannon and guaranteed zap cannons and eerie spells. Thunder, perhaps, but if zap cannon's an option, why would I use thunder? This thing's really cool. Oh, dang. With pressure, the pressure innate doubling PP usage, and eerie spell cutting PP by 6. Wow. That's crippling. I mean, potentially. With all of the power and the damage that comes out in Elite Redux, I'd actually be surprised if PP usage winds up being important, because things just die so fast. Although maybe I'm ignorant of a strategy there. Maybe I'm ignorant of how well that would work. I just haven't tried it myself. This thing's really cool. I didn't realize the new innate ability and how useful telekinesis would be. Let's see if that hotfix has been applied. Yes, looks like it. I wonder what that hotfix was. That was me turning on Soulframe. Give me just a bit. There's going to be a little more audio as I log in. Okay. Let's first check something. We're still in windowed, medium, and my weapon rune is good. Okay. And we're back over here to where I logged in today. We've kept our progress from earlier. Lovely. Very good. What Pokemon did you wind up using instead of Beheeyem on your previous team? Oh, come on. Dude, I am definitely shooting above your shield. Do I know many pure psychic types in Unova? I must admit, no. Gothitelle? Beheeyem, Gothitelle. Masharna? That's what I've got right now. Masharna, nice. Cool. No, these guys are already down. Oh, hello, sir. little squirrel. Your eye looks funny. Oh, nice. How was Masharna buffed? I remember Masharna having a Dreamcatcher as an ability, and I think Comatose? But I also remember Dreamcatcher not getting procced from having Comatose. Like, being considered to automatically being asleep doesn't count for the Dreamcatcher damage bonus. Am I remembering correctly, and is that still the case? I wonder what this hotfix was. Let's go find out. Oh? Pardon? Oh, snap. No way. This is wild. Okay, let me show this. Let me show where I am, what I'm looking at. We're here on Soulframe forums. Preludes 14.5, this is the quote-unquote surprise update from Tuesday. This update title is Odin Tempers, Hotfix 2. Up to 4 envoys can now join a party. This is very interesting. This is more like Warframe's parties. Previously, only 3 people could be in a party. This is really cool. Full support. I love this. Okay, nice. That's this upgrades available flag that we see up here. If you can't allocate those upgrades, then that won't show. Fine. Reduced the time required for voltaic snares to vanish. What is that? What is a voltaic snare? Oh, that's the ring that sometimes appears around you when you get ambushed. Okay. Cool. This is convenient. I like this. Improved Envoy Inspection UI at World Trees. Okay, cool. This is also new for 14.5. You can now see other players around World Trees. Hold sprint to swim faster. Cool. Slightly decreased the chance of the new two-handed mace dropping from regular Sinecure Knights. Okay. Okay, this is important. This is really cool. The two-handed mace has a cool-looking spin-to-win heavy attack that looked like it would hit twice, and it looks like here it was supposed to be hitting twice, but wasn't. This is cool to see. Interesting fix. This looks like a lot of Orst 3 stuff. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. Cool. Neat hotfix of full support. I like this. Oh, I see. So it is related to Dreamcatcher and Comatose. Does it... I mean, I agree. It feels and sounds like those should go hand in hand. This is what we're looking at. This is why my upgrades... But I'm waiting for Smitten. I'm waiting to get enough points for Smitten. Are there even Flyblades that I haven't leveled yet. I am so sorry. You probably can't see this. I'm looking through my list of mastered or fully ranked weapons. Is there even a flyblade I haven't used? No. No, there isn't. So what am I even waiting for? Let's just put this somewhere. Headlong, sure. And then I'm leveling up a bow right now. I don't think any of these are going to be particularly crazy for me. But let's get these two. Let's get Vaunt and Brittle Arrow because we can. Cool, that should make upgrades available disappear. Good, good, good. It was good of you to help get that change proposed. That's really cool. Excuse me, little rat. Hello there. Oh, perfect. We love it. Come on now, get my mouse out of that screen. The shadow. Cool. We still have the experience buff, very good. Critical, we love that. What is Dreamscape? Is that a new ability for Masharna? Is that the Dreamcatcher plus Comatose compromise that you wound up working out? Excuse me, sir. I'm not even in front of you. You could not have blocked that. Wonderskin also makes sense. Oh, very cool. The full support, I love that. I think that is a lovely compromise. So Comatose technically, from a coding standpoint, doesn't buff Dreamcatcher. But Masharna has a 20% damage boost to simulate that buff counting. That makes total sense. I like that implementation. And it implies... Oh, we got another perfect. Hello, little squirrel. Your eye looked a little more normal in that cutscene. You should... Little squirrel, you should tell your friend back there that they're to go get their eye checked out. Let me see real quick what you mean by Masharna. Excuse me. Rude. Let's see what we're talking about here so that I actually know what's going on. 2.65 Dreamscape. Comatose and Dreamcatcher. Cool. So those don't technically work together, but the deal 20% more damage simulates that working. Dreamcatcher doubles damage if an opponent is sleeping. So, if you do actually manage to put someone on the field asleep, now I say that because I played doubles, but if you manage to put your opponent asleep, Dreamcatcher then actually procs. Actually gets activated for double damage. But if someone's not asleep, then you get that simulated buff dealing 20% more damage just by having Dreamscape. Now Comatose would proc Sweet Dreams, healing 1/8 max HP per turn, because you're counted as being asleep due to Comatose. Is that accurate? Oh, wow. Yes! Yes! We get an Omen Beast. Nope, just kidding. It's not an Omen Beast, but it is the Capitalism Camel. We got one on stream, folks. What up, Zenith? Say hi to the internet. What a guy. What a guy. Hello. Oh, that kind of looks like I was petting his neck. How fun. Kicks stagger more. That's the one that I couldn't remember. I already have experience gains, and I should keep it for the remainder of stream. So let's get virtue increase. Oh good, SF language upgrades. We got the SF language upgrades. God's boon something something. Exactly what I was hoping for. Pre-alpha, by the way, folks. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's a brutal start to a battle. Oh. Ah, too late. If you sneak up to these bulbs, you can steal the resource from inside the big one without alerting them. But you don't get that resource if you aggravate the bulbs. I wonder how much that Omen Beast buff increases your virtues. I wonder how much of an increase that is. Where are you? Are you in the building? Yes. There is no reason I should have missed that. Well, that was brutal. I tried parrying, but it just wouldn't. If you were watching my health bar just now, that is why I run the sympathy node on every pact. All of them. Sympathy is an incredible heal when you get a pulse smite. Cool. That got kind of dicey. But we got through it. I like that. All fun and games until until your tickle gets magic bounced back to you. What a sentence. That's something that that's a combination of words that I never expected to ever say. But here we are, and I'm having fun saying it. All fun and games until your tickle gets magic bounced. Oh, a random banneret. That actually looks like Rule Seeker Selvins. Yes, it is. What's up, dude? How you doing? Experiencing this, I mean, showing this on stream, because as I described yesterday, I very briefly tried out the new rune keybind on Tuesday when this surprise update came out, and the rune keybind feels incredible with melee weapons, and it feels quite good, I think, with magic weapons as well. But on bows, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't help. Well, no, maybe I shouldn't say it doesn't help, because it lets you zoom in and aim your rune shots better, and even cancel your rune shots by zooming out again. Oh, there's the collector coming down. Should we go do it? Where is he? He's probably over here at Moray. Nah. I'll stay up here. So, yes, I suppose it does help a bit because you can zoom in your rune shots now. But I still think it would be so much better and more convenient and just feel better if the rune keybind knocked a rune buffed arrow, and then your next fully charged shot would fire it. Maybe not even fully charged, just a shot at all. But I'm just one guy, I'm not a game dev. What do I know? I'm playing the game, I'm having a good time anyway. I think it is a testament to this game's combat loop and its its movement and its combat, that even my least favorite grip type, the bow, still feels really good to play. When I say least favorite grip type, I am not at all calling the weapon bad or not fun. It's just for my temperament and the characters I tend to have fun playing and the characters I tend to identify with, they typically don't have bows. That's all. This is still a really fun time. And because I've used it the least, I am the least practiced with bows in this game. Oh, how tragic. Instant ban hammer. RIP! Rank 10 already. Very cool. This experience buff just feels so good. Oh. Some dudes. I probably could have done with just not shooting those rotted sprout folk. And let my wolves deal with them. Come on now. I wonder why that one, what's that called, a moaner? I wonder why the one from yesterday didn't drop anything. At least from this one I got some Drax. I'm honestly a little surprised I hit that shot. Let's head north a bit. I haven't been up here yet today. What a shot. I also really like the ragdolls that they gave some enemies in this surprise patch. I was just thinking about how that one shot over here on the archer made this guy do some kind of backflip. And it looked so cool. Oh, sorry, little sleeping doggy. Shoot your mask off. Yep, get out of here. Can we get another... Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, we're frozen. Pardon me, game. Am I live? Is this my internet? Is this the game? What is this? Why for? I have not seen this happen before. It is 3:55. We are very close to when I would stop stream anyway. Is this just going to have to be a tragic end to stream? Coco, thank you very much for checking that. That's really cool to know. In fact, I'll even say I'm glad that Baton Pass passes on Aqua Ring. That's very interesting and good to know. I think that'll be valuable for me to keep in mind in future runs as well. Yeah, we're gonna call it here. Let's just turn that off. Nope. There. Yeah, the game crashed. How strange. I have very, very rarely had to deal with a Soulframe crash. And never on stream. Very unfortunate. But these things do happen sometimes. Heck, I've heard several stories from people who were using OBS, and a game or a program works perfectly without OBS, and with OBS it crashes much more often. This is just something that I'm going to have to keep in mind moving forward. Anyway, regardless, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on me. Coco, it was really good to hear more about your Mono Unova run today. It was good to see you in chat. Thank you for joining me. And if anyone else is watching at the time, thank you as well for clicking on me. It was really good to have you here. I always appreciate your viewership. I always appreciate your presence, even if I cannot tell that you are here right now. And for example, if I show my viewers or show my viewer count to myself, I can't even tell who you are, but if you are here, thank you for being here. It's really good to have your presence. If you're watching this as a VOD, thank you for clicking on me. Thank you for your viewership. It means a lot. I don't do this in order to see views, but I gotta admit it feels really good. It does feel good to look at my VODs on Twitch next week when I go to download them. Although I have been downloading them immediately, but when I see them next week again, to see a double-digit number of views, which I have been getting recently, that's very exciting for me. I have to be careful with what I do with that emotion and where I channel it, because I gotta admit that does feel good and it does feel exciting, but I have to find a constructive, useful, and healthy way to channel that excitement. My next scheduled stream is next Wednesday the 20th, Wednesday, May 20th at 3 p.m. Eastern, as I get home from work. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was an honor to have you. See you in the next one.